Joe Cusick of the Cusick Group joins us now, and he has a bull and bear report. But Joe, you say you're mostly bullish on your stocks today.
Yeah,
That's rare, but it happens.
It happens.
So let's talk about your first stock. It's a gold play.
Yeah, it's a small gold miner. It also has some copper exposure. It's called New Gold. Easy name to remember. They have earnings on the 26th of July. The stock's trading around $4.41. So it's not a huge mover as far as price is concerned. But yesterday I saw a big bullish trade. 3,000 of the June $3.50 calls traded for $1. This is interesting because what they're doing is they're basically buying an option that is almost $1 in the money. Mm-hmm. They're paying $1 for it. Break even is at $4.50 on the stock for this option to be just totally break even paid for. If at expiration is at above or at $4.50. This is again, and Angie, you know I've talked about this many times on your show. I see that there is conviction in this particular name for potential upside, but they're not willing to buy the stock outright, even though it's only a $4.40 stock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I can see that maybe. It almost feels like a sideways move to me, but.
Well, you know what it is, Angie? There is a lot of uncertainty.
Okay.
I think traders, investors, my clients have been a little nervous. They've been talking to me a little bit more, and I've been talking to them to quell some of those fears and also talk to them about what we're doing.
Do they want to go into gold just in general? Are they asking you about gold?
They're not necessarily looking at getting into precious metals right now.
Because that's the signal. That's the signal trouble is ahead. When
Correct.
People start running to gold.
As a matter of fact, they've been more apprehensive about getting into the precious metals sector,
Okay.
which means that they understand that while this cycle in gold has been positive, especially the last month or so, gold's been to the upside, they're not saying I need to have gold exposure.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at TripAdvisor because, of course, the summer season's coming up. We have Memorial Day happening. Yep. What's going on with TripAdvisor? Well,
Trip's one of those interesting stocks. It always has, some interesting plays. Now remember, they had earnings on the 4th. They disappointed. What was real interesting after they reported on the 4th was the stock went down to about 58 and some change. Yesterday, it traded up. It was trading around that $64 mark. Very volatile. And again, what I see here is a strategist who bought around 1,500. Now, this is what I saw yesterday on the opening. 1,500 of the June $67.50 calls traded for a $1.80. Stock's trading at 64. Mm-hmm. This is an out-of-the-money call. They're looking for upside going into June.
They want to rally
cycle. They
for
want
the
to
travel
rally.
season.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But again, they're not buying the stock. So instead of going in and notionally buying 15,000 shares of stock, they're buying 1,500 out-of-the-money options with fixed risk. Very interesting play, and I think it's a prudent play in the way that you want to approach the upside at this juncture.
Well, maybe those investors will go have a nice trip to the upside of that stock.
There
Let's talk about Yahoo. That's another one. You're bullish on Yahoo. Now, do you think someone's going to come and buy the company, and that's why the options are moving?
Well, that's the couple $1 billion question, right? Alibaba, I don't know.
It's up for sale.
It is up for sale, and so you have to be aware of that risk premium that's built into it. I'm seeing some call activity. Yesterday, I saw 1,000 of. Now, these are further out, August. The $41 calls traded for $1.43. Stock's at 37. It's been volatile. They do have earnings before the expiration of these options. Earnings are slated for July. Obviously, anything can happen if a deal starts getting into the works.
As always, thank you so much for bringing your bull and bear report to our show. Thank you, Joe.